Hey guys, this is Salim and in this video, I'm gonna review the Moto G4 Plus. So let's get started. I unboxed this phone earlier, so if you guys wanna check it out, I'll leave a card right over here. Let's look at the specs. This Moto G4 Plus is powered by a Snapdragon 617 octa-core processor that's based on the ARM Cortex-A53 with an architecture of 28nm. It has a 5.5-inch 1080p IPS display panel and it comes in two variants, a variant with 2 gigs of RAM and 16 GB of internal storage and 3 gigs of RAM with 32 GB of internal storage. Mine is the 3 GB RAM and 32 gigs internal storage one. It's a dual SIM device with proper dual SIM functionality and a dedicated slot for microSD expansion. Coming to the camera, it has a 16 megapixel rear camera with laser autofocus as well as face detect autofocus and a 5 megapixel front camera. Moving to the battery, we have a 3000 mAh battery which supports fast charging or turbocharging. So it has a fingerprint sensor that houses on the front of the device below the display. So I'll divide this review into things that I did like about this device and things that I didn't. Firstly, the build quality. Sure, you can get better build quality devices in this price segment, but for me, this build quality is pretty amazing too. You get a normal plastic back, but the sides are of metal, so that's pretty good. Now the screen quality. This Moto G4 Plus is it has a 5.5-inch 1080p IPS display panel and the display is pretty good. Now the call quality. The call reception that I got on this device was pretty amazing. I was able to hear the other party easily. This is the earpiece and it also acts like a speaker. Next thing, the fingerprint sensor. It houses a fingerprint sensor on the front and it's pretty fast and accurate. You just tap on it and it unlocks. You can also long press on the fingerprint sensor when it's unlocked to lock the phone. I don't like the position of the scanner as it's placed on the front, but I like phones that have fingerprint scanners placed on the back. They could have just placed it on the back of the Motorola logo. Now let's come to the battery. The Moto G4 Plus is powered by a 3000 mAh battery. And in my daily usage, the battery was pretty decent. I was able to get a screen on time of about 4.5 hours with 1.5 days of usage. So you can get greater screen on time if the device just lasts for a day. If you are a heavy user, you'll get a greater screen on time. Also note that I got this screen on time with dual SIM usage. I had Jio in the first SIM and Vodafone in my second SIM. Also, this device works with Jio out of the box. You don't have to install the My Jio app or a 4G voice app to get the voice benefits of Jio. This also supports fast charging, or as Motorola calls it, turbocharging. So also Motorola bundles the fast charger or turbocharger in the box. And with the turbocharger, it charges pretty fast. It charges from 0 to 100 in approximately 1 hour 40 or 45 minutes. But one thing to note is that when using the turbocharger, the phone gets pretty warm. Now the thing that I like most about this camera, apart from other things that I just said, is the camera quality. This Moto G4 Plus has a 16 megapixel rear camera and 5 megapixel front. The rear camera has dual LED flash as well as laser autofocus and PDAF or face detect autofocus. The focusing is pretty amazing in my opinion. Here are some sample shots of the back and front camera of the Moto G4 Plus. This is with the rear facing camera of the Moto G4 Plus. In natural lighting, the colors come out pretty well. This is me with the front facing camera of the Moto G4 Plus. You get an idea how the camera performs. So you can get pretty good bokeh effect photos from the rear camera of the Moto G4 Plus also. This video is recorded via the 16 megapixel rear camera of the Moto G4 Plus. This is in natural lighting. I'm just walking That seems pretty good. Yeah, natural lighting, it is pretty good. With the front facing camera of the Moto G4 Plus, the voice is also coming via the internal microphone. So the front camera video is pretty good in natural lighting. Let's see how it performs in artificial lighting. This is with the back camera of the Moto G4 Plus in artificial lighting. Yeah, it's okay for the price range. This is with when the flash is fired, so you can see there are not much details, but you can see this is with the front facing camera of the Moto G4 Plus, and this is in complete low light conditions with the back facing camera of the Moto G4 Plus. So in all, the back camera is pretty amazing for static pictures, as with videos there's a bit of oversaturation which I don't like. Now one more thing that I like about this device is its weight. It is pretty light, not that heavy but not that light either. It's pretty manageable for a phone that packs in a 3000 mAh battery. But one thing I don't like about that is the back is now flat. Earlier Moto devices had a curved back, but now when Lenovo owned Motorola, the back is pretty flat. So it's okay, but I don't like it that much. Now, coming to the gaming review. I did a gaming review earlier this week or 2 weeks back. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave a card over here. This device was able to play any game I threw at it with ease. Do note that this device gets pretty warm but not hot while gaming. I have heard people saying that this device gets hot while gaming. Yes, with extended periods of gaming, like after half an hour, it will get hot. But for normal moderate gaming, it won't get hot. I don't know about the Marshmallow update, but after the Nougat update, I just got it with Nougat. I got it with Marshmallow. I accidentally upgraded it to Nougat, so I can't tell the difference between Nougat and Marshmallow. Also, since I don't own a heat ray gun, I can't tell the actual specific temperatures that this device has when gaming. One more thing that I like about this device, it has a dual SIM functionality with a dedicated micro SD slot. Let me show you. See, you have two SIMs and a micro SD slot. So if you are kind of that person that likes dual SIM functionality as well as a micro SD card, this device is pretty good. I like this functionality, so this device works for me. Nowadays devices have the hybrid SIM slots in which you can either put two SIMs or a SIM and a micro SD card. So this device is pretty good in that aspect also. Also, it has most of the important sensors that you need, like the auto brightness sensor, gyroscope, etc. One more thing that this Moto G4 Plus has, that it runs on Android Nougat now. So all the functionality of Nougat, like the different notification shade or a restart app switcher or multitasking, works pretty well. Now let's come to the things that I did not like about this device. Firstly, this runs on the Snapdragon 617 processor, and it's based on the 28 nanometer architecture. So in overall performance, this device performs pretty well. But when you use the phone for extended camera usage or extended gaming, like I said earlier, like after 30 minutes, this device tends to get hot. One more thing that I did not like about this device is that this device does not have the compass sensor. Of course, I like the compass sensor because it helps in navigation, and normal navigation also works pretty well. But with compass sensor, if you make a turn, it directly appears on the mobile itself. One more thing that I did not like about this device is the camera, the protruding camera, not the camera itself, the protruding camera. Of course, this may vary from person to person, but I did not like it. When I lay it flat on a surface, it rests on the camera. Of course, you can use a case like I do. So the camera hump is now gone. I wouldn't say this as much of a con as compared to others. The audio via the headphone jack was good, but not amazing. Of course, you can use the equalizer, built-in equalizer, to tune the music according to your needs, but it's not that great. This device doesn't have the physical notification LED light. It uses the what people call the motor display. You just a notification comes and the display lights up. So I would like a physical LED notification, as I have other phones that have physical LED notification light. I would have liked if this device had got it. So these were the things that I did not like about this device. So let's come to a conclusion. This device is great if you are a camera fanatic, and the camera is pretty good for this price range. I have tried other phones like the Redmi Note 3 and the camera is far superior than the Redmi Note 3. Also, the camera is a better if you take static pictures. If you take videos, there's a bit of oversaturation and I don't like that. But that's my opinion. So in all, at the price of below 14,000, mine is the 14,000 version with 32 gigs of memory and 3 GB of RAM. This phone is pretty good. The main highlights of this phone are the camera. Also, the performance is great on this phone. But if you look at the price of under 14K, this has probably the best camera that any phone in this price segment has. Of course, there's a Honor 6X that has just launched and will be on sale on the 3rd of February. But I haven't tested that, so I can't comment about that. This is how I feel about the Moto G4 Plus. If you like my video and found this video helpful, do give a thumbs up to the video. Vote it down if you didn't. And comment if you have any questions. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, press the bell icon near the subscribe icon to get updated with the videos that I upload. Till then, this is Salim signing off.